splash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions about to kick it away and get this season started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Martin. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll run the screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the left side. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab down the left side. Boy, did he look as as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wideout level noise. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a man. It's Denmark. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the gun, give on the inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Good timing on the quick out. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away.
To kick it away.
They boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run from the shotgun. There he goes! He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll give it to him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Now they'll run the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
To start the drive with a pass. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Denmark. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the 2nd half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they hit it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The big guys on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
punt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.